Hi everyone, this is Laurie and I am a designer with Magnolia Design Company, and today's project we are going to ink on a t-shirt, and I thought this would be appropriate so what we're going through today. So let's just take off the backing. And because we are working with material, we really don't have to fuzz this up. And let's get this aligned where we want it. I do have underneath the shirt one of our ink mats. And our ink mats are, this is the large one, and it's a sticky backing, so when you ink your shirts, it won't go through to the other side of your fabric. So let's get this pushed down really good and make sure there's no bubbles so that the ink doesn't spread out underneath. Okay, and we're going to use white on this. And remember, the ink doesn't dry as fast as the chalk does. So you can kind of take your time working with the ink. I hope everybody's having a great day today. Here in Ohio, it's beautiful. I think yesterday it got in the 80s, and it's like, wow. So we just spread the ink. Now on the ink, you will use more than what you would on with the chalk, but it's still minimal. And you will be pushing down a little bit more firmly, pushing the ink down into the silk screen. Making sure we get even coats all over. And then scraping off the excess. Making sure you don't have no ink on your fingers, so you don't want to get it on your shirt. We will pick up and we will be going from left to right, holding down the shirt and the mat. And I do see where it bled through just a little bit right there, or probably didn't get pushed down really well, but that's okay. Let me go wash this screen off since it is the ink, so I will be right back. All right, got that cleaned off, and now I'm just going to hit it with a heat tool and dry this off before I pull it up off the ink mat. should do it. Now let's get the ink mat out of here before we heat set it. And this is the ink mat, and see how the ink, you just rinse it under water, warm water, and it'll come off and re-stick it. So when we heat set this, I have a mat that I will just put in here too underneath. Just to cover that up. And I just turned on my heat press. And I will put this mat down underneath, because you really don't want to put the heat press on these mats. And then you will take parchment paper and put on top of that, and waiting for the heat press to come up to the right temperature. On this, I am letting it come up to 305. This is a mixed blend. It's not 100% cotton. If it was 100% cotton, you'd probably use about 250 degrees for 30 seconds on the front and on the back. And if you're using an iron on this mixed fabric, cotton and polyester, you would probably use a medium heat, and you would do it for 4 minutes on front and back if you're using an iron. But if you have a Cricut heat press or any type of heat press on this material, like I said, 305 for 30 seconds on both front and back. And it's almost up there. So the heat press is heated and ready to go, so I am going to put this down and hit the timer. I'm just going to leave it over here on this side and then do it for another 30 seconds over here on this. Put it over here for another 30 seconds. And this sets the ink into the shirt, and then you can wash it. I don't know. Some people say you can wash it 30, 40, 50 times. Once you set the ink in there, you're good to go. Their products are just amazing. I've been very pleased with all their stuff, and they're coming out with newer stuff all the time. So if you're ever, interested in trying it out, just let me know. There's that. We will get this on in the inside there too. Put your parchment paper back on and let's get this reheated. And there you go. It's all set. Ready to go. So thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.